know if I don't know, because now I feel like I'm lying even more. I'm spinning a web.
Yeah.
I have no deniability.
Oh, right, guys. Same as always. We babble on about this every episode. Yeah, man. Subscribe to us on YouTube, ShxtsNGigs podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. You can also find us on Patreon. If you download the app Patreon, search ShxtsNGigs. You can also help us even further and be a bigger part of the gang and buy some merch. So it's all over the place. If you go on Linktree on any of our social media platforms, you'll see it there, and it's even on our personals as well. Select merch. Find an array of great stuff, man. So if you guys are feeling it, make sure you take a picture, tag us, and yeah, so we can shout you out as well. So
yeah, man. Also on the merch front, we'll start pushing it a little bit more, but it's just like an idea floating around. We're thinking about starting doing fan request. Not fan submissions. So once every couple of months, we're going to open up a slot for fans of the show to submit some designs that they've put together. If you happen to be a graphic designer, great. Send us the proper design, and and if it wins, then we'll slap it straight on. Obviously, if you're just someone of interest and you've got no fucking artistic talent, but this is your idea, and you sketch something together and say, well, this is what I'm thinking about, then we'll fucking pay. If we think it's great, then we'll fucking pay for the person to design it for us. So, yeah, man, if you're into that, let us know, and we'll start shooting now. That's gonna start happening soon. So, yeah, man, I thought that'd be a cool thing.
I've got a scenario for you.
Hit me.
So in this scenario, you're a single dad. You've got kids, or you've got a daughter that's about 17, for example.
Okay.
So you're older now. You're an older man now. But you still look good. You still feel and look as if you're in your prime. Okay. But you're obviously like you're 40 odd. You're pushing 45.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Something around there.
Yeah.
You're on a day to day. Let's say you live in LA, for example.
Gang.
Because everyone there's into their fitness, which you are into as well. They're into their health, they're into their physique and whatnot. So you attend this local gym where obviously everyone is buff because everyone works out, everyone trains there. And you start seeing a girl there that starts clocking you as well. She knows you're older and you know she's young, but you know she's not young enough, or you think she's not young enough to be that young. But she looks good. She always looks good, but you never entertain anything because one, you know, for you to even think that there's something wrong, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you don't even bother.
Yeah.
You just admire it and then just keep going with your day.
Yeah.
But you keep seeing her week in, week out. And then coincidentally, you bump into her, let's say, because you're trying to use a machine she's using, or vice versa. She's trying to use a machine you're using. So you have to talk now. So you start talking and whatever. And that's it. Then the more and more you train, the more and more you realize, oh shit, we actually talk. Like, we're pretty cool. And then it slowly starts to get to flirting.
Okay.
Flirting. And just enough to make the gym session, you want to go to the gym even more. Do you know what I mean? Because you know there's a chance you might bump into her.
Yes.
But you're at home one day, you're chilling.
Yes.
Minding your own business. Your daughter comes home from shopping one day. She brings a friend.
It's gym babe.
The friend is the girl. Your daughter's 17. She's 17 years old as well. And she's like, oh, hi, this is blah, 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 blah from so and so and so. And you see her and you know who it is. She sees you and she knows who you are. Prior to that, you've never discussed that you've got a kid. Prior to that, you've never discussed that you're a single father. Because there's no need to have that kind of discussion because you know it's never going to go in that direction anyway. It's just...
So when you say flirting, is it strong enough that I should be worried when she walks through the door? Or is it something that if this girl turns out to be a cunt, I'm not even fussed about what she thinks she knows I've done? Do you know what I mean? I'm not fussed about what she thinks she's going to accuse me of.
It's enough to make you worry purely because you know you've been speaking to her in a manner that we both, not necessarily it's inappropriate, but it's more of a case of you only wanted me and her to know about this. You don't want anyone to know.
Yes.
You wouldn't even tell your boy. You wouldn't tell me.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So the fact that she's come home now with your daughter, what do
yeah.
you do? Like, what do you wait for her to say something, or do you just both leave it? Do you both pretend?
Oh, bruv. That's an interesting scenario. That's very interesting. What would I do? Fuck. Because my initial reaction would just want to be like, gym ting. Gym ting. And my initial reaction would want to make it so playful. And I'll be like, to my daughter, like, rah, this is the one that always tries to move to me at the gym. I make everyone more uncomfortable than me. That's what my initial reaction want to be.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the thing that always first to me at the gym. So she's so embarrassed.
Yeah.
That
It's
I feel
deflected
better.
off you. It's deflected off you now.
All the stress is off me now. All the stress is off me now. So that's what I would want. But it depends how the realization of her being 17 hits me in that moment.
Yeah.
To think that, like, how concerned am I now that I've done something wrong? Because then I'll start playing stuff around in my head. Like, kind of like when you've been in relationships before, and then like you're talking to a female, and then like your girlfriend's like, oh, you're like WhatsApping a female, or whatever, and she's completely platonic friend, but you've never spoken about her to your girlfriend, and then she's like, oh, who's that? And for some reason, you're feeling
shaky.
off.
Yeah, shaky.
And for some reason, you're like, have I fucked this girl before? You know you haven't.
Yeah.
You know you've never done anything before, but you've got this guilt on you.
Yeah.
That you're like, I must have done something because why do I feel like this?
Because you've not told your missus about it, or in this actual case, you've not told your daughter about it before.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it feels
dirty.
It feels dirty.
Jesus
It
Christ.
feels dirty.
Jesus Christ. Shit, bro, I literally can't answer it. I don't know because one side of me it says the first thing where I'm just like, gym ting. How'd you find out where I live? For her to be like, Dad, this is my fucking friend. I'm like, yeah, it's the thing that moves to me in the gym all the time. For her to be so embarrassed that everything's calm now, that I can just go back to playing dad. That would be my ideal scenario.
That's never gonna happen.
But yeah, I know when I walk in and I clock she's 17, I would immediately in my head think I fucked her and I'm going jail. Even though I know I haven't. The reaction I have, that's all I'd be thinking. Like, I have fucked up, I'm going prison. 100%. If I open any mouth, I'm going fucking prison. But I don't know if I'd have it in me to lie to my daughter. Because I don't know that I don't know. Fuck, bro. I don't know. Fuck.
It's hard, isn't it? I don't even know why that came to mind.
I think I would end up lying and being like, oh, hi. And just not talking to her.
Yeah.
Hi. And then
I just prayed she'd play the same.
Pray she plays the role.
Yeah.
And then if my daughter confronts me about it later, at least I have enough of backing to be like, oh yeah, I knew it was her, but obviously I didn't know. I just said hi and got on with my own business, innit? Like, I don't know that you want me to talk to her, or I didn't know, I didn't want to put her on the spot or whatever. I didn't want to make you feel awkward. I have so many excuses.
Yeah.
So many excuses. But so yeah, I would not initiate any fucking conversation. I would end up lying and playing like I don't know her, but only to the point where I have deniability. If I get confronted later, I have enough deniability to be like, oh yeah, I know who she is. She's from the gym. But I didn't know if I don't know, because now I feel like I'm lying even more. I'm spinning a web.
Yeah.
I have no deniability. Fuck. I'd have to be something like, oh, I thought it was her, but I didn't know. So I didn't want to be like, oh, you're the one for the gym, for her to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Maybe I have that angle. I don't fucking know, bruv. Jesus.
Fuck.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Putting myself out there. I used to be such a good liar. when we were younger. I used to be a horrible liar, but I was so good at it. I was quick with the lies. I
couldn't believe it.
I was not a good person.
Especially when you trumped me in it. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, there was a time I did. There was a time I had to throw you under the bus to get myself out of danger.
I had to firm it for years.
You did. You actually had to... for context, I'm not going to go into details, but there was just a time where I had fucked up. I was in a relationship with someone. I had done something and I threw Fuhad under the bus so badly that he had to take stick from my girlfriend at the time forevermore. I'm so sorry, bro.
There was a time I saw her in public because I knew what she knew.
Yeah.
No, at first, because when you had told me you threw me under the bus, I was shell-shocked.
I know you were.
But because I had to understand why you did that and think in your shoes, for example, I'd be like, okay, cool. It's never going to affect me regardless because I don't see her anyway.
Yes.
Fam, the day I saw her in public, I was with Toby. I'll never forget.
At Carnival, right? No,
It
we're
wasn't
at Wireless.
Wireless. James,
What are the odds?
I've never hidden so quick in my life because I wasn't ready for what she may have done or said to me because I know what she believes is the truth is a lie.
Yeah.
So there's nothing I can say because I'm not going to try and convince her it's a lie because
course.
I have to back you now.
Oh, yeah.
But there's nothing I can say to justify why I said what she thinks I said.
Because it's just not true.
It's not true. Bro, I hid with such precision.
Bro.
I've never been so petrified.
I was riddled with guilt. I was riddled with guilt about doing that. I would never do it again. But at that time, I don't know what came over me. But to be put on that... Because the thing I did... I can't explain it without saying what it is.
Yeah.
But the thing I did was meant in pure jest. And it was more offensive to the other person than it was to my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
But there was no plausible justification for why you can do that. And it wasn't an action that I'd done. So it wasn't me fucking anyone. It wasn't me doing anything. It was basically a name I had called. It was a name I'd called another girl that was so disrespectful. So that when my girlfriend at the time found out that I'd called another girl that she was like, how can you possibly in a million years think that's okay? How can in a million years, how can you think that's okay? And my immediate cowardly reaction was to say, Fuhad did it. It was Fuhad's idea and it just happened to be it just stuck. Fuhad said it and it just stuck. That was you were my scapegoat.
That was your get out of jail free card.
It was my get out of jail and it was such a low thing to do. I should have just firmed it, taken the consequences, and that would have been that. But I was a cowardly child. And I'm sorry, fam.
Oh, I'm so over it.
It's years and years ago.
Give a fuck now.
I know.
But at the time...
fucking hell, you were so angry at me. I threw you so far under the bus.
I think I didn't realize you were throwing me, because I don't think you didn't tell me straight away. Because I think it was something along the lines of, I must have come up to see you. And obviously at the time you were still with the girl. Something like that. And I wanted to, or I think I opted to come and see you. You said no or something. Because obviously I wanted to come and chill you, man. And you're like, nah, I don't think it's a good idea. Or something like that.
I remember that. So basically, obviously I've thrown you under the bus and all that stuff. But because me throwing you under the bus didn't absolve me of anything.
Yeah.
I still had to deal with the shit.
Yeah.
It just kind of deflected it slightly. So because it didn't absolve me of anything, I'd almost forgotten that I even threw you under the bus. Because I still had to deal with it. It didn't get me out of anywhere. It just kind of just put a pause so I could catch my thoughts and then attack again.
Yeah.
That's all it did. It was a quick spanner in the works so I could come to my senses and think, okay, this is the game plan from now. So obviously I'd done that. And she didn't even bring your name up in regards to it again. until something like you wanting to come down, and she said something like, he ain't staying here, or something like that. And I was like, the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And obviously this is way after
Yeah.
that. So all of that's done and died off. And I was like, sick, Fuhad wants to come and visit or whatever. And I think it was for a couple of days. And she was like, well, he ain't coming. This is it. This is it. This is it. No, we weren't together.
Okay.
Me and her weren't together. Me and her weren't together. But we still shared a house. We still shared a house. So I said to her, you're going to be coming up for a few days. And she said, he ain't staying in this house. And obviously me and her aren't together anyway. So you can stay in whatever house I fucking deem you can stay in. And you're my best friend. And obviously I know me and her went together and stuff like that, but like she's not a spiteful person for the sake of being spiteful. She can't be, but whatever. She's a good person. And I remember her saying, he ain't coming in this house. And I was so flabbergasted. And I think she wasn't even going to be there. I think she was going to go somewhere anyway. So I remember her thinking, you're not even going to be here. So how can you tell me that my best friend is not coming to stay in my fucking house?
Yeah.
Like, what are you even talking about? And she was like, he's the most disrespectful person. He doesn't respect me as a person. He's not coming in my house. And I was like, what are you on about? I've known him longer than I've known you.
Yeah.
You guys love each other anyway.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. And she was like, are you stupid? He came up with this fucking name for this fucking girl when we were in a relationship and stuff like that. He had no respect for me whatsoever. And then he remembered that I told her that. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, she actually remembers. She actually remembers. And now, even though we weren't together, obviously we lived in the same house and stuff like that, I couldn't just come out and be like, oh, so no, he didn't. I just said that to save my own skin. Because then I'm out the house. I still need a roof.
Yeah.
And me and her still need to be civil.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then that happened and I was like, oh, shit. Shit. So then I remember having to come to you and be like, bro, we're going to have to stay at my mum's because it's not a good idea for you to stay here. And then I can't remember if I had to tell you. No, that's when I told you I'd thrown you under the bus.
Yeah.
That's when I told you I'd thrown you under the bus. And I was riddled with guilt. Riddled with it. Because she didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
She didn't deserve to not like you as a person for something you'd not done.
Yeah.
And you didn't deserve to deal with the consequences of something you'd not done. I was the cause of all of it. And it was just so bad. It's one of the worst times of my life. I'm riddled with guilt. And I still wasn't man enough to come clean and just say it was me.
Yeah.
The whole thing was me. I'm a bad guy. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
What a horrible time to think about. What a horrible time to think about. Fucking hell, bruv.
Fuck.
That was bad.
That was
bad.
a lifetime ago, though.
It was so long ago, but that was bad.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
What a story.
Indeed.
We have exactly the same story, but such different perspectives on it. You think that's crazy?
It is.
It's so crazy. Exactly the same story, just different perspective. It's mad. It's so mad. Do you also realize this is so like unrelated? Do you not realize how, obviously we're getting old now, we're 29.
Oh yeah.
But did you ever realize the point where you're getting too old to go to an after party? I can't remember the last time I went to an after party.
After party in terms of
you're going out, you're ready for a night out.
Yes.
You go out.
Yes.
And then after the show, sometimes people are saying, oh, let's go back to mine. Let's go back to mine and continue this.
That's such an interesting point that you've made, because no, I don't remember a time where one day, yes, I was up for it and the next I wasn't. But you couldn't pay me to do that now.
Fam?
You couldn't pay me to do. There's been stories you've told me in the last couple of years where you told me this happened. And I've thought, you're probably fortunate that I wasn't there. Because I'm not dealing with any of that.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like things that you do for pussy. Like in the last, it's probably somewhere in the like, it's quite a long time. It's probably somewhere in the last 5 years or so. But there's been spaces in the last 4 or 5 years where there's things that I would have done for pussy at the time that you could not pay me good money to do now.
Yeah.
If the sun's coming up, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I promise you it's a wrap. I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
So no one can invite me. After the shubs is done, the shubs is done, fam. I want food in my belly and I want a warm bed.
Yeah, bed.
It's crazy. I don't remember the day that I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Neither do I.
But I remember times, I think I say this, there was a time in my life where I would have stayed up to whatever time to keep the party going. I remember I used to be the guy that was way up for early hours, bro.
Yeah.
Like anything to keep the party rolling, I was down, bruv. And I remember the threesome story. The nearly threesome story.
Your one. Yeah. Yes. Fuck. That was
Like
a lifetime ago.
It was like a perfect example
Yeah.
of a time in my life where, one, I would have gone through whatever trials to get pussy. And for two, as long as the fun continues, I don't care. I just don't want it to end. I'll fight through any level of tiredness.
Yeah.
Like I remember, have I ever told the threesome story on here before?
I don't know, but I know it like the back of my hand.
Exactly. I don't think I've told it on here, but basically, there was a time, right, where I'm pretty sure the decline must have started happening a couple years after this event. Because in this event, it resonates in my head, or the way I remember this event is just like the last straw. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, enough is enough. Like I didn't even feel too old for it, but it's just like enough is enough. Like where basically me and my friend were on a night out. We'd met 2 girls and they'd said to us, do we want to go to another club that closes at 6? So this must have been about 3 or 4. They said, this club's closing. Do you want to come with us to another club that closes at 6? Obviously, I'm like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So we go with them to this next club and we end up staying there all the way till 6.
Oh.
So it's 6 now and the sun's already glistening. Then they're like, do you guys want to come back to ours for some more drinks? I'm still like, hell yes. My boy's like, fuck this. But he rolls with me. So we go in the taxi, we get back to theirs, and then me and one thing are upstairs and we're getting busy. Yeah. We're getting busy in a good way. We're getting busy.
Yeah.
And I'm gang. So this is such a horrible story. Not a horrible story, but it's just like drunk people doing drunk shit that sounds cool at the time, but then when you look back, it's like, this is the least cool shit. So obviously, as a man, I wanted nothing more in my life than a threesome. And we've had that conversation before.
Multiple
it's
times.
just a tick off that you just want to get ticked off.
Yeah.
And you don't even know if the experience is going to be good, but you just need to tick it off. It's just something
Just to say you've done it.
Just to say you've done it. And lived that. So we're there. My boy basically falls asleep on their couch downstairs. And then the one that he was talking to is just bored out of her mind now. So my thing that I'm dealing with, we didn't fuck or anything like that, but we got like very close. She, for some reason, goes downstairs and tells her friend, I don't know how the conversation goes, but the friend comes upstairs without the one that I was dealing with. She comes up by herself, and I can't remember exactly how she phrased it, but it was basically said, my friend says, you got a big dick. And I'm like, okay. And she was like, I want to see. Sober James would have been like, no, I have dignity.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to pull out my dick.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to pull out my dick.
Yeah.
And drunk James was like, hell yeah. Whipped it out. She was like, gang. She started throwing the word, throwing around. She was like, well, your friend's asleep. And in so many words, she was basically saying, I'm jumping in with you two then. So I'm not going to go into the gory details, but we got very close. And in my head, I'm like, threesome's fucking happening. I am so gassed. I cannot fuck this up. The threesome is about to be secured.
Yeah.
We're basically doing it now.
Yeah.
Come, let's just get right down to it so I can tick this off.
Nothing else can go wrong.
Nothing else can go wrong, and I will do anything to make sure it goes right. So what happened is that one of the thing that I was originally dealing with just caught herself a conscience I was like, nah, I don't really want to do this. Like, I've only just broken up with my boyfriend, and I feel like I'm only here because out of like a revenge, no, not a revenge thing, but just like a rebound thing. And now we're getting mixed up in all this shit, and it's not really me. So I think I'm out. And her brethren, the other one was like, I'm in. And I was like, fair enough. Consolation prize. Let's just go with the one-on-one. So now I've lost the threesome, but I'm still gang for the one. Especially since she's the one that said she wanted to do the threesome in the first place. So I'm thinking
it's the other one now.
Yeah, I'm thinking the nut's going to be good. So we're getting down to it. And I'm thinking, I don't want to lose this, but I'm thinking this is a sure thing. And then bearing in mind, now it's like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And fucking hell, she out of nowhere, she's clearly a party girl. She out of nowhere is like, I really want to do some cocaine. And I was like, swear, I've never done cocaine in my life. She's like, I really want to do some cocaine. Like, I want to do coke and then fuck like crazy. And then I'm like, okay, do what you need to do. Like, I'm not doing it with you, but go do your thing. And she's like, I haven't got any. Like, can you get me some? And I'm like, no, I can't get you some. So I run downstairs, get my phone, and I know a guy who knows a guy. So I end up picking up my phone with my drunk ass, calling my boy and being like, bro, I'm with a ting. She needs some cocaine. And I'm looking outside as I'm on the phone and it's light outside. And I'm ringing my friend to secure cocaine for some random bitch that I don't even know in a random house. And I'm just like, with my friend asleep on the sofa. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Like, I'm getting mixed up in all sorts for pussy and fun. Like, what is happening? Like, James, what are you doing, bruv? So I literally just locked off because he was sleepy as shit.
Yeah,
I woke him up. And I was like, he ain't going to do this for me anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm embarrassed to even ask him because he knows me and he knows I don't do drugs. So the fact that I'm asking him to do me a favor and secure some drugs for a random girl at dickhead o'clock in the morning is just sad. Sad. So before I even asked him, I just said, bro, actually forget it. I'm sorry. And she was like, what's going on? What's going on? And I was like, babes, we're going to go. So I woke up my boy, got in a taxi, left. And I was so drunk that once the taxi dropped me off, I had my head in an alley vomiting.
Really?
I was vomiting before I got in my house. And then once I'd finished vomiting, I was just like, what's my life come to? Because I'm seeing people walking their dogs and shit early morning now when I'm coming home from a night out just puking in the streets. And I was just like, bro, my life's a fucking joke. That time, that's the last time, even though that was so many years ago, and I was a lot younger, that's one of the first times that I remember thinking, this life ain't for me. This after party shit ain't for me. I have so much fun in the club that I'm ruining it.
Yeah.
From what happens afterwards. Because now the whole night is a bust for me.
Yeah.
All I can think is that I had a great time, almost had a threesome, and then everything after that was god awful. So yeah, I don't remember the day that I was like, I'm not doing after parties anymore. But now, if you ask me to do an after party, never in a million years.
Bro, you already know me. I'm tired before we go out.
You are.
I'm tired before we go out.
Getting you excited to go out in the first place is such a hassle. Such a hassle.
I'm so tired all the time. And I don't know why. I don't know. I just am. My body can't operate like it used to. It just can't. I used to party, bro. We used to party.
We used to party like crazy.
Party. I couldn't do that now. I'm done. When it's 2 o'clock, I'm done.
Same.
I'm done. So that's why I commend, like, obviously back then, white raves, and even now, white raves and black raves are so different because if it's a white rave and it starts at 10, man, them are there at 10.
9:30, fam. They're queuing.
They're there at 10. No wonder they're tired because they're there from 10 till 3. That's 5 hours.
Rags.
I can't party for that long.
Nope.
If I'm going out, if I'm there at midnight, that's a stretch. I'm usually there like just before 1 and I'm there till the close. So that's a good 3 hours, if that. And I'm still tired after that.
Bro, these times, I am content leaving. If you hit me up, if we're in a club and you hit me up at 1:30, and this is peak now. This is the best this night's going to get.
Yeah.
If you hit me up at 1:30 and say, bro, you want to grab some food? Now that I've seen it at its peak, I'm more than content to be like, gang, let's bounce. I'm having a good time, but fam, I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired. And there was a time in my life where we went out. I remember it was me, you, and Kia came up, and we had the best night one time in Hush. We went to Hush.
Yeah, I remember.
And we went out early.
Yeah.
For some reason, we went out early.
I remember.
And it was a non-stop party. And I felt like I'd been there for 6 hours. I was getting tired. And I looked at the time, and it was like 11:58. And I remember thinking, this is the best thing ever. Like, I feel like I've been here all day.
Yeah.
And it's still just early. I can go forever. If that happened now, it would be for the complete opposite reasons.
Yeah.
I would look at the time and think, bruv, I've been here for time. I'm ready to go. And I look, it's 11:58, and I'll be too embarrassed to say to you, fam, I'm tired, I want to go. It's not even midnight yet. Fam, I'm tired, I want to go.
I know exactly what you mean.
We're old cunts.
We are, fam.
We're old fucking farts, bruv.
We are, fam. I can't party like I used to. I miss it, don't get me wrong. But within the same breath, I'm thinking, we just had to go through that. Everyone has to go through that to evolve.
It's true.
Everyone has to go through that kind of phase.
It's true, bro.
And I love the fact that I did it. But now I'm just so, it just doesn't matter to me that much anymore.
It's the weird thing as well, is that like, it doesn't bother you because you genuinely don't want to be there. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're tired, but you wish you weren't tired so you can carry on.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, I just don't even want to be here
Yeah.
anymore. I'd rather be in bed. And that's so lame.
It is. As much as I love the music, as much as I love the vibe, I could kill for some food and a kip right now.
Hot McDonald's and a bed. Big man. Are you nuts? There.
Perfect combination.
Sign me the fuck up.
Perfect combination.
Sign me the fuck up. Hot, fresh McDonald's and fucking
Hot
bed.
chips. Hot
Salted-
McDonald's chips.
salted
With a salt ratio. I could scream. I could shake every McDonald's employee's hand then and there.
Bro, the best thing. With some fresh barbecue sauce.
The sweet thing.
Yes, fam.
I love McDonald's. I miss it.
I miss McDonald's.
I miss it.
Bro, it's nuts.
Fuck.
It's nuts. That is the perfect night out to me. Perfect. And I will wake up the next day, hopefully no hangover, because my hangovers are fucking dreadful.
Oh, I know they are.
Dreadful.
I know they are.
I don't know a single person who suffers the way I suffer in a hangover.
Because you always have to drive somewhere afterwards. Always.
know,
You've
bro.
been driving for like over a decade. You
Bro.
always have to drive somewhere afterwards.
I've been driving for 12 years.
Over a decade.
That's mad. Bro, yeah, it's fucking long, cuz. And no matter what, I've always got to drive somewhere. That's because I live in the fucking sticks and no one ever comes to party where I am at. I've always got to drive somewhere. And the drive home is so long.
Yes.
I've got to drive home today.
I know.
As soon as we turn off this camera, I've got a 3-hour drive home. And I'm tired, Fuhad.
I know you are.
We had a couple drinks last night. We didn't go anywhere, but we had a couple drinks last night. And I'm tired. I don't want to go.
I'm sorry, G.
I want to sleep.
I know you because I want to sleep.
3 hours in the car?
I can't wait for this to be over because I'm gonna lie the fuck down, switch on my fan, and nap. You know what I mean?
I'm jealous, cuz.
It's one of them ones.
I'm jealous. I'm tired. The monster's not slapping the way it used to. It is, but
It's not hitting like it's not hitting.
it's
Pivotal.
not going to get me through the drive. I'm going to stop on the drive and take a deep breath. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to pull into
Question life.
I'm going to pull into a service station and just be like,
You're just gonna question it all.
I'm going to check my sat nav and it's like 2 hours and 15 minutes left. And I was like, I can't.
You're gonna want to shoot yourself.
There's been times where I'm just, I can't do this. You know, when you grab the steering wheel and you shake the car. You grab the steering wheel and you fucking shake the car. And you're just like, I can't do this anymore. Someone invent teleportation. I'll pay whatever they want. I'll pay whatever they want.
Driving will be obsolete.
I can't wait for that. But I love my cars. I love cars, but driving will be done.
Teleportation? That's a next thing. That's a next thing. What's traffic? That's a next thing.
Bruv. Or even fucking self-driving cars. So I can get in the whip, put the seat back and
They
kip.
would scare the living Christ out of me because it only takes one thing to go wrong for you to be done.
Oh yeah.
And I can't trust machine that much at the sake of my life.
It's crazy. Do you know what's actually crazy? Because obviously Tesla do that now.
Yeah, I know.
So it's crazy that I think like a seriously high percentage, like even though they're so not advanced enough to just take over, the vast majority of the crashes they've had have been caused by the people in the other cars, not the actual auto driving car. The machine is fine. The machine's doing what it's supposed to do, but the time it's crashed, it's to do with the other fucking cars.
Oh.
And obviously, but it just gets ticked off as a crash. So a failure. It doesn't know how to deal with people doing... That's the thing. The machine doesn't know how to react to dickhead drivers. So if all the cars are machines, ain't no one crashing. But the machine doesn't know how to deal with people doing dumb shit.
It can only react to what it's known, what it's taught to react.
Yeah, what it's supposed to do.
It
only knows when this person's entering this lane, I pull back at this one, or I speed up for this one, or I stay in these lines and I need to keep this much distance between the car in front of me, stuff like that. But when some randomer is just bombing it past and cutting in lanes, it doesn't know what to do. So it slams on the brakes because it doesn't know what to fucking do. And then the car behind it smashes into it. And you're like, oh, these auto driving cars don't work. It's crazy. It's interesting.
Fuck, it is range. I don't know if I could. I'd have to, if I do it, I'd have to do it with something. Like if I'm driving, someone else has to be in the passenger seat with me. What if I let go, just in case? Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't sleep. I would just test it. I would just test it.
There's people that have fallen asleep.
I know.
There's videos of it. People are kipping.
That's scary.
And
man.
the car's doing the whole thing.
That's scary.
Oh, terrifying. If I woke up, oh my God, and I'm in a different place, how terrified would you be?
Bro.
There's times, have you ever fallen asleep at the wheel before?
Not completely, but I've like nodded off like you normally do. Like you're just like, oh shit. But then I wind down the window, play music loud. Because I've driven home drunk so many times. Like, this is so bad. I've driven home drunk so many times. But there's nothing worse than driving home tired. There's nothing worse in this world.
You can't stop falling
tired.
asleep. Do you know what I mean? When you're dozing, you can't stop. Like you've been there and you're there, and obviously you're in the motorway, so you can't even pull over somewhere. And you're doing it, and you're like, for the love of God, stop dozing off. And you just can't. You just can't.
You race home.
Windows open, water on my face,
music blasting,
drinking
sure
caffeine,
alert.
bro.
It's the scariest feeling. The scariest feeling driving home tired.
It's the worst.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. I fear so much.
But when you doze and the car swerves and then you wake up that time, you're awake. That's the only thing that can wake you up.
Your body can't go through that again.
Bro, your heart can't take it. You're awake. I've happened to me before.
That's adrenaline. That's probably a shot of adrenaline.
Yeah, 100%. That happened to me before. There was a time, I told you the time I had swine flu in it. Years ago when I was like 18.
You probably told me, but that's a distant memory. I don't remember.
If these man think COVID's bad, swine flu was a next thing. Worst illness I've ever had.
Really?
Worse than the time when I thought I said I had a corona. Worse than that time when I caught swine flu. Oh my God, I thought I was going to die. I was in my room non-stop for 2 weeks.
That's how I was when I caught malaria, but continue.
But yeah, anyway, I caught swine flu in basketball camp and it was like a 3.5 hour drive home. And this is when I was getting ill. So I wasn't in the peak of illness where I need to be bedridden.
Yeah.
This is where I'm starting to realize I'm really fucking ill.
Yeah.
Like the day before, I might have had a sore throat, felt a bit sluggish. This day, I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting ill.
Yeah.
Ill. This is going to be a bad one. And I'm driving home, fam. I can't stay awake. And all my boys are in the car and they're all asleep. And I'm like, I cannot stay awake.
That's the worst.
I can't stay awake.
That's the worst. When you can't swap drivers, that's the worst.
None of them had a license as well. No one had a license. I was the only driver. And I was dozing, fam. And then literally dozed one time and it swerved into I was this close to hitting the car next to me. This close, bro. Woke up, swerved back in. And my boy behind me woke up and said, what the fuck was that? And I was like, nah, fam. And he looked at me like, I know what it was. I know what it was. Stay the fuck awake.
Was he behind you?
Yeah.
So you're looking at
I was looking at him.
So you saw his eyes like nothing. That's the funniest vision in my head right now. Because you both know what happened. You're trying your hardest to convince him nothing happened.
Bro.
But the fear in your eyes.
I was looking in the rear view.
Such giveaway.
And I was like, nothing.
Nothing.
And he looked at me, I know what the fuck happened.
That big man
Don't risk my life. Don't risk my life for your tiredness.
These man can't drive.
Bro, no one can drive. They're using me. They're using me and I'm ill. I've got the swine. I've got the fucking swine. I don't know how I made it home.
Fuck. Have I ever told you the time I got malaria? It was in Nigeria. This was probably when I was in year 8, because I had been to Nigeria prior to that, like to and fro for holiday. But when I schooled there, that's when I caught it. And at that point, I was staying at my auntie's house. I remember. When I was starting to feel sick, obviously I didn't know what it was. I was just feeling drained. Like, I couldn't hold anything in. I was losing weight. Like, obviously I'm bigger now, but I was losing weight back then. I was thinking, fuck, I'm ill. What sealed it for me was, this was the first time this had ever happened to me. I went to the toilet because I wanted to throw up. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. And I don't know what, like, you know when it comes out of nowhere.
And you get sweaty like that.
Fam, and it comes out of nowhere. I'm thinking, and so I'm throwing up now. I'm
terrifying.
Thinking, oh my God, I need to fucking shit.
Oh God.
So you know when have you ever been in that situation where you need to throw up and shit at the same time?
Not to the point where I need to shit now. I've never been in that situation.
So bro, luckily the toilet I went in, the sink was so close to the toilet. It saved my life, kind of thing.
That you could vomit in the sink and
shit at the same time.
God.
So bear in mind, I was vomiting first.
Yeah.
So, and you know me when I vomit. I vomit.
Yeah, you do.
I shake, I sweat, everything. It's an ordeal for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My body can't handle it.
Yeah.
So as soon as I felt like I needed to shit, I thought my world is going to end because I don't know how to maneuver now. Because it's coming out both ends.
Yeah.
So I turn around, I start shitting, and I'm thinking, please, because you know when you think you finished vomiting?
Yes.
That moment of hope.
Yeah.
You think you finished vomiting.
Yeah.
I can breathe again.
Yeah.
So I'm shitting now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, please, God, don't let me vomit.
Oh,
and you
fam.
so you're pushing, but you think, it doesn't want me to push. It wants to come up.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh my Lord. So
I'd want someone to kill me.
I lean over because the sink is just on the right, just there.
Yeah.
But I have to lean. I lean
Yeah.
over, vomit. And vomit. Fam, I've never been so scared in my entire life.
I promise you now, I'd beg someone to murder me.
Fam,
Put me out of my
I call
misery.
my auntie straight away. Take me to I don't know what's going on, but I'm not okay. They took me to hospital that night. I stayed there for days. They said I've got malaria.
Oh my God.
That was the first time. I think you can only get it once. But I think you can only get it once or a couple times in your life. But because my body obviously it was used to getting bitten by mosquitoes when I used to go there on holiday. But because I was living there, my blood was fresh to these.
Yeah.
Fresh to these mosquitoes.
So they were raping you.
They raped me. I got mosquito bites for
bro.
joke. I was bumpy, bro. Malaria is not the one.
That doesn't sound good.
I was scared in the hospital. That's the first time I'd ever been to hospital. Like for anything. Because I was on a drip and all sorts. It's the first time. Have I ever told you? I've told you the story, but I've ever told the story about when I lost the testicle. Or when I almost lost the testicle. On here.
No, you haven't told it on here. We haven't spoke about it in years. Go for it.
So so that malaria story is the first time I'd ever been to hospital for anything. The second time I've been to hospital was when I broke my wrist. I've probably spoken about that on here. The third time I went to hospital was when I nearly when I nearly fucking lost a testicle. And I'll tell you what happened. I was at home. This is back in England. I was at my mum's house. So it was me, my mum, my sister at home. I was asleep and I woke up with the craziest pain in my balls. And I hadn't done anything the night before. It wasn't pain. It wasn't hurting the night before. It wasn't hurting during the night. It was hurting as soon as I woke up. And I'm thinking,
God.
maybe I just need to piss. Like maybe I've been holding it all night and I didn't realize. But it was just one testicle. It wasn't two. I'm thinking, oh my God, why am I in? There's no comparison to the pain I've felt. I've never felt this kind of pain in my entire life. And I promise you don't want to feel that pain. I promise you. I promise you.
I can only imagine.
I promise you.
Yeah.
It was painful.
Yeah.
So I'm at crossroads. Do I firm it or do I have the balls to tell, like, pun intended, do I have the balls to tell my mum that my balls are hurting me? Because no one wants to have that conversation.
I'm not having that conversation.
No one wants to have that conversation with their mother.
Bro, yeah.
Let alone themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm fighting it like, fuck, what do I do? I inevitably tell my mum, and then she's like, okay, let's go to the local GP down the road. So we go to that local GP down the road. I'm in there for like probably about 20 minutes. I've told them the situation. They're like, nah, you need to go to A&E. That's not something we can deal with. I'm like, Oh my God. Oh my God. So my mum's driving now. My balls are in agony.
Yeah.
At this point. My balls are in agony.
Yeah.
So I can't, obviously when you walk, your balls are close. You're close here.
Yeah,
I'm walking like a penguin.
Yeah.
Because
Bow-legged.
I can't risk my ball hitting my leg.
Oh.
I can't risk that. Because that's the sort of pain I was in. So when I sat down in the car, my legs were open. I think my legs were on the windshield.
Oh my
Because
God.
my legs were, I felt like I was giving birth.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get to A&E now, and I tell them the whole shebang. Like, yeah, we can sort it. I'm like, thank the Lord. But the doctor that's meant to sort it is in another hospital doing another surgery.
Oh no.
I thought my world was gonna end.
Yeah.
I thought my world was going to end. I was like, when is this gonna subside? So
Cut them off now. Get a butcher in there.
I'm chilling now. I'm chilling, just waiting. He finally comes. He takes like an hour or so, but that hour is probably the worst hour of my life. He finally comes. I have to now tell him again the story, and he tells me it's a contortion of the testicle. That sometimes it happens to more men than you think. That in your sleep, your one of your testicles can twist and not twist back in the sack. So it twisted, wasn't getting any more oxygen.
Oh my God.
So it stopped the flow of blood and everything.
Oh my God.
So he said if I hadn't come when I had come, or if he wasn't there when there, if I had probably waited about 3 more hours, my testicle would have been blue and I would have lost it.
Literal blue ball.
I literally would have had a blue ball and I would have lost it. But obviously, while he's telling me this, he's still not 100% sure that the surgery is going to
Sort it.
Oh
God.
Do you know what I mean?
Sounds fucking terrifying.
There's a possibility I could still lose a testicle.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, take me to the ward now.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do now.
Why are we talking?
Because the more time we're talking, the more time...
Bluer and bluer.
The bluer and bluer I'm getting.
Sedate me and let's go. Why? You don't need my
go.
consent.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the same time I'm thinking that, the same time I am so petrified of waking up with one testicle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Not cool.
So he done the surgery. I don't even remember falling asleep. That's the thing. I remember getting on the table, but I don't even remember. That's how quick that thing works.
I've never had it. I'm so intrigued by it.
So am I, because when I see it on TV, I'm thinking, nah, that's fake. But I remember it's happened to me, but I don't remember falling asleep. I was gone.
Wow.
Then man had my balls open, surgically did what they had to do, and I woke up on a bed, and that was it.
And the pain was gone.
They could have done anything to me. I just woke up and I remember thinking, the funny thing, before I wake up, I just thought to myself, I pray I wake up and I have 2 balls.
Yeah.
So the first thing I thought was, fuck, I'm awake now. Okay, let me find anyone to ask them a question.
Oh no.
And the person I asked, I knew the person.
Really?
It was so weird. The person I had asked, I think she was doing an internship at the hospital, or she was doing like work, something like that, or she was like an intern year. I knew her through mosque, because remember me and my family used to go to, no, when I say me and my family, my parents still go. When I used to go mosque with my family, there was a chick that always used to go as well. Like I think she's like a family friend or something. So I always used to see her. Can't remember the name for the life, but I always used to see her. So when I saw her, I was thinking, 1, okay, thank God I see a familiar face, but 2, shit, I have to ask her now. Do I have 2 testicles? So that's awkward again.
Fuck.
So when I asked her, she was like, yeah, it went well, blah, blah. I was like,
thank God.
but the recovery process of that, I had to wear, it was essentially a diaper. I had to wear essentially a diaper for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks.
Big man, you keep this shit stum. You keep it so close to your chest.
6 weeks. It's embarrassing, cuz.
I bet, fam. I remember you'd only told me after you'd woken up. You didn't mention the whole thing to any of us until after you'd had surgery.
I remember because I said it in the group. I
remember. Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I think you said something like, you man, I nearly lost a ball today or something like that. And then you told the whole sequence of events. And it's like, am I just a chatty Cathy? Can I just not keep anything to myself? Because whilst that's happening, I'll be messaging you, man. Like, you man, I'm terrified. Someone console me because I'm scared. This is what's going down.
I think I just couldn't process it.
To be fair, I was thinking,
process that.
Now that you mentioned how much pain you were in, I wouldn't have even looked at my phone.
There's I don't give a fuck about my phone.
Yeah.
The pain I was in was unbearable.
Fuck,
unbearable.
Bro.
That's the worst pain I've ever had in my entire life. And I've broken my wrist before.
Yeah.
That's the worst. My ball sack twisting is the worst pain I've ever had in my entire life.
That's awful.
In my entire life. And I would have wished that on my worst enemy.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Bro, that's a good end. Let's wrap it up. I gotta
Let's
go.
wrap it up. Thanks again, guys. See you next week.